A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking turn of events, top defense officials from the Trump administration have found themselves embroiled in a national security scandal after mistakenly including a journalist in an encrypted chat discussing sensitive airstrike plans in Yemen. This breach has raised eyebrows, particularly as many of the officials involved had previously condemned former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton for her use of a private email server during her tenure under President Barack Obama. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who was part of the chat that disclosed military strategies, had been vocal in his criticism of Clinton back in November 2016. In a Fox News segment, he asserted that any security professional would be immediately dismissed and potentially prosecuted for such reckless behavior with classified information. The implications of this breach are significant. The group chat, labeled the HUTPC Small Group, was meant for high-level discussions among top officials, including National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and CIA Director John Ratcliffe. However, it was inadvertently open to Jeff Goldberg, editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, who reported on the incident. This oversight has led to a flurry of criticism and scrutiny regarding the handling of classified information within the Trump administration. The irony of the situation is not lost on observers, as many of the same officials who criticized Clinton for her email practices are now at the center of a similar controversy. CNN aired a montage of these officials, including Hegseth, Marco Rubio, and Ratcliffe, who had previously stated that anyone other than Clinton would have faced severe legal repercussions for mishandling classified information. Clinton herself responded to the news with skepticism, tweeting, "You have got to be kidding me," alongside a screenshot of The Atlantic's report. Her comments echo the sentiments of many who believe that the standards for handling classified information should apply equally to all individuals, regardless of their political standing. In 2016, the FBI investigated Clinton's use of a private server and found her actions to be extremely careless but not warranting criminal charges. This decision was met with widespread backlash, especially from Trump and his supporters, who frequently called for her prosecution. Now, the tables have turned as Trump administration officials face their own scrutiny for similar lapses in judgment. Waltz, who was responsible for adding Goldberg to the chat, defended his actions in a recent interview, stating that the situation is different from Clinton's email scandal. He pointed out that the current administration's handling of classified information has been under intense scrutiny and emphasized the need for accountability. In the chat that included the journalist, discussions were held regarding impending airstrikes against Houthi rebels in Yemen, with officials expressing their opinions on the military strategy. Notably, Vice President J.D. Vance raised concerns about the potential inconsistency of the strikes with President Trump's broader messaging on European relations. Despite the significant breach of protocol, President Trump claimed he was unaware of the situation when questioned by reporters, stating, "You are telling me about it for the first time." Hegseth later attempted to downplay the incident, asserting that nobody was texting war plans, which has done little to quell the growing controversy. As this story continues to unfold, it raises critical questions about the protocols in place for handling classified information within the government. With the stakes as high as they are, it is imperative that officials take the necessary steps to ensure that national security is not compromised by careless mistakes. The ramifications of this breach could extend beyond the individuals involved, potentially affecting U.S. foreign policy and military strategy in the region. As the public and lawmakers demand accountability, it remains to be seen how the Trump administration will respond to this latest scandal and what measures will be implemented to prevent similar incidents in the future. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.